This is Judge Joe Brown, and we're listening to We All Be News. News-free Dixie for the 21st century.
We All Be's on the head on once again the one and only brother Charles Evers, entrepreneur extraordinaire, freedom fighter extraordinaire, and also a proud Republican. I'm still.
Oh yeah, and a Bush supporter.
And a Bush supporter. What?
And a Trump supporter.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you about the Trump situation.
Oh yeah.
We're like what, like 6 or 7 days away from the election? It's like what, 6 days?
6 days.
And you still holding strong for Trump?
Oh yes, we got Trump to be the next president.
Why you say that?
Because first of all, I personally don't believe no woman needs to be president of the United States. No woman, including my daughters or my anybody other than a man. I think some things women just don't do, and some things men just don't do. So first of all, why not have? And this man's a businessman. He know how to bring jobs and create businesses and everything. And that's what he's gonna do from Mississippi. We're gonna actually get some jobs here. And when he create jobs, we 50% of the state, black folk. And I guarantee you, if some jobs come, we're gonna get some of them. And that's why I'm for him. And number one, because he's a businessman, he know how to provide things.
So what about the fact, you look at your family background, you the brother of Charles, being MEdgar Evers, and the fact that his grandfather, what they say, or his father, was a Klansman?
So,
did that bother you?
So no, not at all. That was, his father was a Klansman, so was I. I was a black Klansman, what the hell is different? That was then. That's all past. People keep going back. What is he doing now? In Chicago, Illinois, right now, pick up the phone and call, 82% of his employees are black. 82%. They all make
Trump. It's Trump. Really?
And he started with $16 an hour. So come on, man. How many Hillary started? How many jobs she gonna provide somebody? Bill was in the 8th year. What did he do for black folks? But be a president in Arkansas. That's about all. No. I happen to be a Republican because Republicans been fighting to get something. Most Democrats make excuse the government should take care of us. Like hell they should. That's those of us who work hard and have money and make money and then take care of those who don't want to work.
Right.
I don't believe in welfare. I think it's a joke. Only for those who physically and mentally can't do without it, then take care of it. You got folks live and you got women. My check ain't come. Well, you know your check? Well, I had a baby by John, Sam, and Sam. Oh, what is Sam and John? Well, they don't give me nothing. But you, Charles, you who work and pay bills, you want to go take care of my children for another man. Like hell I did.
Actually, why do you think women should be president? What is the reason?
I don't like it. I don't think it's a woman's job. It's personal. I think it's too much stress for any woman to be president of the United States. It's too much stress for any man.
Right.
Let alone a woman. That's just my personal view. Now, none of them against women. Right. I just don't think that's certain thing they aren't supposed to do.
Wow. Okay, so you say it's even stressful for a man to be president. So should we get rid of the idea of having a president?
Oh, no. Okay. Let's keep it president. Let's keep it a man. But let's make sure it's a man. Because, women got a lot of personal problems you got to deal with. So, and then deal with everything in the world. That is me now. I'm not speaking for no other man or nobody else. And I'm just letting you know now that is my feeling about what's what.
How you going?
No, my coffee.
You can eat, sir.
No, go ahead, sir.
Yeah, okay, so what do you think about Obama? He said, President Obama said if you don't vote for Hillary, his legacy will be in trouble. What's your thoughts about Obama and his legacy?
That's his problem.
What do you think about what he has done in almost 8 years?
Well, I think he did the best he could. After all, he had a predominantly white Senate, a predominant white House, and a lot of them still had their own feelings. And then they're not going. I'm surprised he didn't get elected. Proud as I could be, I support you. I'm a Republican, but I supported Obama. But the thing of it is, I don't think his programs have been beneficial to America because he couldn't get support.
From your party, right? They've been obstructing him in Congress.
Yeah, they didn't support him.
So are you disappointed in the Republican leadership these last 8 years?
Sort of.
At the national level, local level, state level?
More or less at the national level. I think that, first of all, let me say this. Republicans appointed more blacks to top positions than any Democrats ever done. Republicans appointed Condoleezza Rice. Republicans appointed Colin Powell.
Right.
You know, so what has the Democrats done for them?
That's a good question.
I know it. They assume because we are Negroes or we're black, they got our vote. They the same bunch of crack. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you good.
No, they the same bunch of rascals who fought us for getting civil rights and equal rights. It was Eastland, Stennis, John Bell Williams, Strong Thumb, all them old racists.
Democrats.
All Democrats.
Wow.
And including our own Democrats here. We
Right.
want to see black folk with equal rights.
Wow.
Why should I support them? It always has been the few. If Abe was a Republican, and the Republican Jarvis of Middle New York, they fought for equal rights for us. And our folks fought against us.
I heard Republicans voted more for the 64 Civil Rights Act than Democrats.
Oh, they sure they did.
So why is this history? So why are black folks loyal to the Democrat? Like a lot of our people are loyal to the Democratic Party. Why is that so?
They don't know no better. They be in welfare, food stamps, all that good.
So what about this idea about voting for the lesser evil? When people say you should vote for the lesser evil, what do you think about that?
I'm voting for Trump. I don't know what about.
So what? I mean, I asked you about Trump. What is so appealing about Trump to you?
He's a businessman. That's it.
That's it. So you know how to create jobs
I
and
know how to
stuff.
create jobs, and that's what we need in this country. A job creator, and he's tough.
Yes, sir.
And he's tough, and he don't mind speaking his mind.
Yes, sir. What about your idea? Cause I mean, you a veteran in America's longest running war, World War II, and also in the movement for black people,
and the Korean War.
Yes, sir.
And then I took over medical position at NAACP, fight for equal rights, only equal rights, nothing else.
Yes, sir.
That's all I want.
Well, actually, just being a veteran and being who you are, being the person you are, your idea about do you love football? You like football?
Yeah.
What do you think about Colin Kaepernick and his like not standing up for the flag?
He has a right to do that. That's what he has to do.
How you feel about it as a veteran, as a person?
It doesn't really matter with me, frankly. So, you know, where he stood up or sit down, it doesn't matter. He's the top football man in the country, so what the hell he care about what somebody think about him out there? See, we as a race so quickly take up, what about the positive side? And he came from a poor black family, a mixed family, wasn't I believe.
Right.
And look at him now. I'm proud of him. Not that the act he did, because that's up to him.
But what do you think about that with the situation with police brutality? Is this a real situation with the African American community, police brutality?
Well, let me tell you now. Let me be honest with you.
Okay.
Black folk got to stop committing crime.
Okay.
Then there'll be no reason for police to come in our neighborhoods. Black got us in Jackson, Mississippi since January. Over 50-something blacks been killed by blacks.
Wow.
And a white man even touched us. So let's get away from that stuff. Let's be real and say, whose fault is it? They don't come to my house. They don't come to your house unless you call them.
Right.
They don't need.
Right.
Now, I admit you got a bunch of racist policemen, white, and you got, and I'm against that. But don't give no reason to do nothing to you. Don't be speeding down the road doing 80 miles an hour and 50 miles, 45 miles on. Don't be breaking in stores and snatching purse from people. And they won't buy you.
But what about the situation in Florida where you had the counselor or whatever with the autistic child and he was complying with the police? He was on the ground. We saw the video. He had his hands up and they still shot him anyway.
That's wrong.
Okay.
Okay, that's wrong. I ain't for that. I mean, I'm only for what's right. And the person should have been fired and should be punished. We put it here. That's murder. And it should be charged with murder. I got no problem with that.
Well, let me ask you about the Hillary Clinton email situation. What should happen to her with the email situation?
Did she break the law?
It sounds like it sounds unethical.
Well, if she broke the law, she ought to punish her. She didn't break the law, let it go.
Okay.
I'm not for her, period, but I'm saying, but whatever she done, was it criminal? I mean, was it punishable? They punish her. They punish you or I.
Right. Well, I think a lot of people are mad because they think she's getting special treatment, like she's actually getting away with a lot of stuff.
Everybody do that. I get away with a lot of stuff on Charles.
Yeah. Well, at least you're honest about it.
I've gotten cops who stop me for speed. I speed. And come in, Mr. L, you know about no, give me a ticket. Mr. L, I said, no, give me a ticket. If I wasn't charged, would you ever give me a ticket?
Right.
And I mean that.
Yes, sir. Somebody actually did like, there's so much stuff like that's going on. You heard about Bill Clinton's son having a mixed race son by any chance?
I sort of heard about that. So what?
But the son want to get a DNA test. Like Bill Clinton's not acknowledging him publicly that that's his son.
Well, first of all, his mother had to be playing around. Then Bill Kenwood never got it. So she been giving it up.
Well, the mom was like a prostitute or something like that at the time.
Then whatever she got, that's her. Oh, no, you ain't blame Bill. Bill like most men, including me. He like women.
Yeah.
And, you know, and I like women. I like white women.
You like white women? You been with white women?
Oh yeah.
You got any mixed kids?
I don't think so.
I like your honesty, though, bro.
I'm not sure about one,
but you have been with white women, yeah. So you like women in general. I'm asking you this. I think with Attn Winter, a lot of people I talk to said they think that because he liked women or loved women, that's why he in trouble. If he was messing around with men, it'll be this bigger. You know, Attn Winter, the guy, the former congressman, a man who's married to Hillary's top aide or estranged. A lot of people believe that if he was messing with men instead of women, he would not be in trouble. Like he wouldn't get all this media attention.
What do you mean media? He'd be
like you know, like it's like there's a bias against heterosexual relationships in this country right now.
But he's funny?
No, that's the guy who was sending pictures of his penis to women.
Yeah.
And he liked women, but I'm saying a lot of people think if he didn't like women, if he was messing around with guys, he wouldn't have these problems.
Well, I don't know about that.
So you don't think there's a attack against the alpha male in this country, like trying to undermine alpha males or the image of an alpha male? You like you an alpha man, I believe. Not the fraternity, but as a man, you a man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You a man. That's what I'm saying. So you think it's an attack on men being men in this country?
I know. I think a man. I have a problem with crossing over men, fooling around with men.
Right.
No problem. But if it's a woman, I ain't got no problem.
So, but you think the media is biased towards certain people who have relationships with?
I know one thing. They're not for Obama. I mean, for my man, Trump. Because he like women. I mean, he's on record. But and then the thing that they put out on him about what he said on that bus. What
do you think about that? Was that locker room talk?
Low down. We men do all kind of talk among you.
Right.
You and I.
So men do talk like that in the locker room.
Yeah, they talk about what they like to do. You know, man, I like to do something.
Right.
Man, get nipples. We have to be talking. Why would they put that and say, most men do some kind of talk about women. Women do something about men.
Right. Exactly.
You know,
so why is it that Trump get this type of?
Because he's a Republican and because that's some Democrat stuff. We're gonna whoop him anyway. This time, make sure we'll have he'll be president.
So you think Trump gonna win? It's gonna be a landslide. Gonna be close.
It's gonna be close, but he's gonna win. It doesn't matter. One vote or 10 vote, 1,000 vote. What's the difference? He gonna whoop. This country's not gonna elect no woman president.
Why? What? So you think a lot of people think like you, or is there other reasons you think people ain't gonna?
I don't know. I think just because I don't think it's a woman's job. Who are you to try that job? That's my opinion. To think that's too much pressure and too much responsibility for a woman. I'll be honest with you.
Even for a Hillary Clinton type woman,
any woman. I don't care. But I think God made us to do certain things. Man, I don't think God made they look at Miss Hatcher or whatever. Who runs Europe? England. She doesn't.
No, she doesn't.
So, but in this country, the president run our country and make all decisions. So, no.
So you think like Obama has failed black people these last 8 years? Like,
no, I don't think he failed. I think he did the best he could under circumstances. No, I don't think that.
So what do black people need to do to prepare or to do better? What do we need to do for
First of all,
ourselves?
we got to learn to respect ourselves. That's the first thing we got to do. Respect our own neighborhood and become more law-abiding. And getting more involved in getting elected, getting ready to vote, and go out and elect for who's gonna make it better for our community.
Yes, sir.
And thirdly, we got I guess we ought to get some money, save some money. If you make $100, don't go spend 102. At least my dad told me, you take the first 2 bits, that's 25 cents, and put the first. We got to learn to become more financially secure and independent, and stay with a lot of this old gossip.
Yes, sir.
Unnecessary gossip, and most of it's filthy. Let's be respectful of ourselves and our fellow persons. That's my thing.
That's cool, sweet. Right, because I know you have met a lot of people. Have you ever met Muhammad Ali?
Oh yeah, he was my campaign manager.
Really? Like
he up there somewhere.
You got a story you want to share? You mind sharing about?
No more than he was just a dear friend of mine. And I admired him. And I don't know. I just admired him. He was here with me for my run for governor.
Yes, sir. Well, you think the state of Mississippi will ever elect a black man governor?
It's up to us.
Okay.
We got to get black folks got to get rich, and white folks got to be able to become more supportive of the elected official, whoever he may be. And we can't, we're 50% of the state. All we need is just a few white folk if the blacks all got together. You'd be surprised.
What would actually like? Were you or MEdgar ever did y'all ever endorse a candidate when y'all back in the movement days?
You know better than that. There wasn't no blacks voting back in them days.
Right.
You couldn't even register.
Right. So why is it now, the narrative now is that y'all fought for the right to vote? Was it about the right to vote? What was it about?
It was a right to be free and equal like to anyone else.
It's not necessarily just about the vote.
Not necessarily about the vote, but that was included.
Yeah, could you explain to people though? Because I hear the people now, they said, you got to vote because they died for the vote, or
no,
voting is it's the reason why we did everything.
Oh, no.
I want to get your explanation. I want to get down to people.
I wanted to be treated equal and fair like everybody else.
Yes, sir.
No white man should be, because he's white, better than I am, or treated them.
Yes, sir.
And MEdgar felt the same way. Whatever white folk could do, we want to be able to do it too.
Yes, sir.
I don't, like I used to always never say yes to the white girl. And they had a problem with me about that. I always duck. Charles, well, I don't know. I'll see if I can. Charles, so did you? I think about it. I just don't say yes to no white girl. Never did. But somehow my daddy was like that. And my daddy was that, boy, you got to be a man. And ain't no man better than my dad, no education. But I'm good as any man.
He knew that already.
Oh yes, sir.
What about your mom? How was she?
She was the key to it, because my mother was the Christian. She's holy. And she always tried to do right and never do nothing wrong.
Yes, sir.
And how to treat people and do people like you want to be treated.
Yes, sir.
That's why I live by doing to others. They got to do to you.
Yes, sir.
I live to get that from my mother.
That's excellent, man. I think they did a phenomenal job with you and your brother. You had sisters too, right?
Yeah.
You had one sister. How many of you?
I had two. She died at 22. Okay. And my other sister still here.
So you and her. She in Chicago. Okay. So let me tell you, well, how is the story you got down here, right? Because I want to know like the story how you brought you back to Mississippi.
MEdgar, when they killed MEdgar.
Yeah, and you actually caught a plane.
I was rolling in Chicago. But and I said, Lord, it's in a way it's a blessing. Not a blessing for me personally, not because of MEdgar, because they would have eventually killed me in Chicago. While I was running, I was fighting the mafia. I had my own numbers racket. I had my own other things.
So were you a gangster? When you say you was a gangster?
I didn't say that.
Pimp?
I didn't say that.
You didn't say that. Well, people, I'm saying, I hear real red, but you're not.
I didn't say that. I had my call girl business, a hell of a call girl business, and I had a taxi cab business and things of that sort. And I was running, buying property, and trying to get rich.
So you was an entrepreneur. You always been an entrepreneur and a businessman. Okay, and so they killed your brother. Was MEdgar a Republican? What was he?
Well, we were nothing. I keep telling you, we were nothing back then. You know that.
Yes, sir. I was want to tell you, make sure the young people know. A lot of people don't know.
Young folk, Negroes, we were Negroes back then, and color. We couldn't register. We couldn't vote. No one that I knew had voted other than Mount Bayou. So we were all Negro town then, not a black town.
And your friend was Dr. T.R.M. Howard.
Oh, Dr. Howard.
What type of man was he?
He was a hell of a man, yeah. He had a lot to do with MEdgar and I being pushing harder we did. Because of the fact that he wasn't for the white folk. And we weren't either. So we teamed up with him. He was our leader. Dr. T.R.M. Howard. And wonderful man.
So was he the wealthiest man in Mississippi, a black man?
I think so. We don't know what a man.
But he had a lot of money.
He had money, yeah.
So, man, just like one thing. I know your brother was involved in the Emmett Till investigation. He won the lead investigation.
He and I, MEdgar and I, we both were. We brought two Ty Collins and stayed with us because he was with Emmett, and they was afraid they were going to try to kill him.
So what's one thing people need to know about the case that don't really be talked about, or people kind of forget about?
Well, there's nothing to talk about other than because he was a little kid from Chicago, and he was downtown in the little country top and the Delta. And they say he saw a whistle at a white woman, and that was enough to kill him. Can you believe that?
Yeah, and I also heard it was an interview somebody did with a white man who's from that area. He was in the Klan at one point, but he talking about. It was talking about white people that Carolyn was pretty friendly with some of the black guys. Have you ever heard them talk? I mean, the wife that Memphis allegedly whistled at.
No, I don't think so. I don't know. But white women have always been friendly with
even in Mississippi during no time?
Yes, sir. Even with me.
Oh, right. You were back then.
All right. I was working at a restaurant. If I would go to Kitty, you go to a little downtown cafe. And I was working in it. I was work a little. I must have been about 14 or 15, and I washed the dishes in there. And every morning, I had to be the one. Me and this white girl be the one to be first there. I was in there washing dishes. She walked up behind me and leaned over and rubbed her breast all on my back and scared the devil out of me.
Oh, Lord.
That's what I'm saying. Just rubbing her chest all on my back. And I said, please don't do that. And she kept doing it. So finally, when she got off me, got from behind me, I went out that door and I ain't been back. I went home and told my mama, and I went to Hattiesburg.
Wow.
And we started there, and I left there. And oh, white women always been. And I know any number of my friends would mess around white women. You know, they're supposed to be butlers and the thing of that sort, the handyman. Oh, yeah. We always been getting them.
Really? So what? I mean, why would people risk their life for white women back in those times? I mean, what was the?
Well, they'd come on you. They would come out most of the time. They were coming out them black men, including this black boy, and so that's why I left the kingdom.
So my question is, you think you remember the Willie McGee case, right?
Oh yeah.
Now I talked to people. They said that the sex was consensual. Even he, to his last day, said it was consensual. Have you ever? I mean, they actually put him to death for that, though. I mean, it's like where you was coming up at. Yeah. They put him to death for allegedly having a sexual relationship or raping a white woman.
Yeah. What you probably?
And y'all was willing to risk all of that.
Oh yeah. That white guy was something, man.
Wow. So I'm actually, I ain't gonna hold you. I know you gotta eat your food.
Yeah.
What would you tell the young man? I wanted to talk to you because I went to a documentary screening yesterday at Tougaloo about Dory Lackner.
Oh.
Are you familiar? You got any thoughts about Dory?
I know Dory. Yeah.
What are your thoughts about her?
Great. You know, she wanted to move in the movement with us. Yeah. Yeah. That's I'm in the shoe. I think she was co-artist.
Yeah, one.
And I was in ACB, so we all worked together. Dory, I think I talked to Dory last week.
Okay.
By phone, yeah.
Yeah, so they had made a little mini doc on her, and they premiered it last night. They're going to show it in D.C. tomorrow with her in attendance. So you have anything you got to say to Dory? Well wishes or whatnot?
Oh, well, I wish her well, and because Dory has always been a fighter. She had a sister too. What happened?
Joyce Lackner. She's still around.
Is she?
Yeah, she's an academic, I believe. She got her doctorate, whatever. So she took the more academic route, and Dory was more grassroots in the streets activist.
I know both of them, sure. Yeah. We all work together. It was rough back in them days or something. But we somehow the Lord brought us through. Yeah. Along with us.
Yes, sir.
But I always keep guns. I believe in self-protection.
Yes, sir.
You never see me when I ain't ready.
Yeah. So you got any stories about that? Because that's one part of the movie they don't talk about, how y'all protect yourselves or fall back.
We always had guns.
Even Dr. King?
No, oh Lord. Let me tell you about Doctor. Doctor, now, see us, we're together all the time. And he knew I always had a gun. Charles, but I said, King, Doc, ain't nobody hit me, I'm going to blow it, so I curse you. I said, I'm going to so do it to me. Don't get on gun. I said, I tell you what, you go out there and mark for them crackers. Remember that thing, see what to do these. So one night at my house, King, you spend the night all the time at King Jack. We like, and he sleep on the floor. So he said to me, I said, man, he said, I feel comfortable in your house than in the house I go in this country. I said, why? He said, you got all them goons out there, them guns. I said, so that's why you feel so he was very close. We had a lot of fun together.
So was he like the same person off camera as he was?
Oh, yeah.
So he was just consistent.
That's a regular guy. He was like all of us. No different. Being on camera make us nothing with this, like you doing it now. It's not making me indifferent. We just sit there and talk.
Yes, sir. What about a person that I know that really was crazy about your brother was Dick Gregory?
Oh, Dick.
What do you think about Dick? You got any thoughts about him?
Dick was a great guy. He was one of the few entertainers at that time. He stepped out black and color and he got into the movement. Dick was just a heck of a guy. And he loved Memphis. He supported us. He supported me. I was a little sore out of him. And a lot of them were afraid of me because the way I am. Well, I just call a spade a spade, and they all know I stay armed all the time. And a lot of them, they want me to do it. This is a non-profit. I mean, non-violent movement. I was like, here it is. It's non-violent. They don't try to bother me.
That's right.
And I still say that.
And you like 94 years young.
94.
Hey, that's why you still here, I tell you.
I'm still chasing. Don't catch me. Thank you, partner.
Yes, sir.
I gotta eat.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm a diabetic too, so.
Oh yeah. Thank you so much.
Oh, you welcome,
Brother Charles. I'll be back in here again.
Okay.
Your birthday on September 11th, right?
September 11th. You out of Memphis?
Yes, sir. I said, if I'm in Jackson, I'm always trying to do my best to stop by